short, accessible primer on the field. While a lot of the 2* reviews criticize this book, claiming that the author never defined axe murder, and that the overall narrative lacks cohesion and/or doesn't show enough murder, I feel like these reviewers are being perhaps too pedantic and/or legalistic. Instead, the author makes clear, repeatedly, that this book is about the evolution of both the axe and its use as a mechanism of killing humans, regardless of whatever government decrees at the time may or may not excuse certain individuals, particularly those working for said governments, for killing their fellow humans. For those of us who feel that any killing of any human for any reason is murder, this book is absolutely a primer on the history of axe murder, in all of its varying forms over the expanse of human existence. The book begins with the earliest axes and among the earliest proto-humans, showing that injuries above the hat line of the head are generally considered intentional acts, i.e., murder, rather than accidental, as that particular region of the head is apparently difficult to injure accidentally, at least according to the text here. There is apparently at least one example of just such an injury in an early proto-human that seems to have been caused by one of the earliest, flint-knapped, handheld axes, before handles were later added to axes, and this history is the core of the beginning of the book. The book then goes through the evolution of the axe and its uses as tool for clearing land, and in warfare and government-sanctioned executions, particularly during the reign of Henry VIII of England, all the way up to the 2020s, in showing how homeless people will often carry an axe, or its smaller form, a hatchet, as a basic tool of survival in the streets, both for clearing debris and, when needed, for personal defense. And yes, Lizzie Borden is discussed along the way. Indeed, the one area the book is lacking, the reason for the star deduction, and the reason one should be at least somewhat skeptical of the author's perhaps more fantastical claims, including those about modern-era homeless people, is that at just 13% documentation, this book falls short of even my more relaxed standards of 15% documentation, much less my older, more stringent need to see at least 20% documentation. Carl Sagan had it right in proclaiming his standard of extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and sadly, this book is simply lacking, if by not much, in this regard. A more complete bibliography could have landed this in the 5* territory. It simply wasn't present in the advance review copy of the book I read. Overall, this really is a short, well-written, approachable and understandable primer on the general topic of humans killing other humans, i.e., humans committing murder, with a particular tool, the axe, in all of its various forms over the course of human evolution. Yes, it is missing many key details and events, but in its brevity it is clear that it is meant to be more a primer of the topic than any extensive discussion thereof, and as a primer it works remarkably well to encourage people to do their own research into the topic, should they be so inclined. Very much recommended.